Up until today, this was a case that I was not aware of. That is until one of my friends, Purely Chase, sent it to me, and I can't believe I've never covered this before. So at first, the clip that you guys just watched might not seem like a very big deal. We can see a doctor dancing in scrubs, and I muted the music here because it was copyrighted, but once you take a closer look, you'll notice that there's a patient under the knife. And in the second half of the clip, it becomes even more morbid and twisted because we can see another person wearing scrubs holding up a portion of the patient, and in the background the song Cut It is playing. So for some backstory, this case happened all the way back in 2018, 7 years ago, and it's oftentimes referred to as the dancing doctor or dancing surgeon case. And the doctor/surgeon in question here was Dr. Wendell Davis Booty. She would oftentimes record herself dancing with patients, acting as though they were props, and a lot of people viewed this as disrespectful. Let me tell you, just one or two isolated incidents of this happening would still be a big deal, but she made dozens of these videos, as you guys can see right here. And dancing wasn't the only sketchy thing going on here. For example, back in 2016, a woman by the name of Isilma went in for a routine liposuction, and during her procedure, she ended up suffering a cardiac arrest. Now, it's unclear at this time as to whether or not Dr. Wendell was dancing, but with somebody who dances around patients, it's not hard to imagine maybe things might have gotten away from her and she wasn't paying attention. And all in all, according to the resources that I've gathered, around 7 patients ended up suing her back during this time period for negligence, and they even have some pretty messed up scars to prove it. And according to my research, at least 3 of those cases were settled. As for the other ones, there's not a whole lot of information available. As for Dr. Wendell's defense, she stated that a lot of these patients ended up signing consent forms prior to her dancing. But a lot of patients state otherwise, saying that she danced prior to them signing this form, and she posted the videos anyways. I think, though, that we can all agree you don't really want a surgeon dancing over your body while you're knocked out. First off, things can go wrong and they're not going to be prepared. Second off, it's kind of demeaning, at least in my opinion. Because of this, Dr. Wendell ended up losing her medical license for at least 2.5 years, and after those 2.5 years, she didn't get it back. She was only able to petition to get it back. So at this point, you might be wondering, whatever happened to Dr. Wendell? Well, it's funny that you ask that because Dr. Wendell actually doesn't exist anymore. That's because she changed her name, got a brand new identity, and now she is practicing in Texas, and she's still doing the whole dancing bit, except this time with needles. At the end of the day, this case is very bizarre. I do certainly agree with all the people that brought malpractice cases against Dr. Wendell, formerly Dr. Wendell, but let me know what you guys think about this case in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I do have my Patreon in my bio as well if you want to check that out and support the channel a little bit more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.